At first, I would like to present my gratitude to the TEDxIMIKolkata committee for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here at front of you. And specifically, I would like to thank Somnatha for giving me this opportunity, and of course TEDx for helping me solve my experience about breaking it down the pillars of the climate crisis. So, climate change. Climate change is specifically the long-term alteration of the Earth's climate pattern for a long time interval in a specified area. And the climate crisis is specifically the extreme conditions of these climate patterns, like maybe extreme cold, or maybe extreme temperature like heat, or it may be rainy seasons like that. The Earth is warming at a very unprecedented rate due to the human influence, specifically due to the overproduction of carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, and ethylene. Now, these gases has the ability to trap the Earth's temperature and rise this temperature by 1.1 degrees Celsius, as it was being shown in the study over here, since the 1851, before the pre-industrial levels. Also, the carbon concentration in the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it was around 414 parts per million ppm in 2021, which was a record-breaking thing. For the 2 million years it was not been seen. Also, the Arctic sea ice is being declining at a very unprecedented rate. Around 13.1% it's been degrading every decade. And by what I mean that the low-lying coastal areas are very much prone for floods. Now, before I go for the solutions to this climate crisis, I would like all of you to imagine about one thing. Think climate crisis to be like of a building, and this building is being supported by 4 pillars in the base. Specifically, these 4 pillars are the burning of fossil fuels, using conventional transportation which uses fossil fuels as a source of energy. The 3rd pillar among this is the cutting down of forests, while the 4th pillar is the plastic pollution. Now let me explain all of these pillars one by one. The burning of fossil fuels, as we all know, these fossil fuels are being burned and it produces a greenhouse gases emission, which causes extreme heat to be trapped in the Earth's surface. While the conventional transportation, which uses fossil fuels as a source of power, also it gives the same thing to the atmosphere, like it increases only the carbon dioxide. While the plastic pollution, just 16% of the plastic are being recycled every day, while the rest goes to the landfills for incineration, or it is being just dumped. Now this plastic, it does not degrade in the soil for millions of years, and when it comes in the contact of sunlight and heat, it releases greenhouse gases like methane. While the cutting down of forests, as we all know, nearly 30% of the carbon dioxide is being increased by cutting down of this forest, because as we know, plants are very much engaged into absorb these carbon dioxide gases. So if we are cutting down plants, it's very simple that the rate of carbon dioxide will be increased in the atmosphere slowly and slowly. So as by now we have all understood about what are the 4 pillars of climate crisis, I would like to ask all of you a question. Now, what is the question? The question is about how many of you believe that the recent advancement in science and research can help us solve all these climate crisis problems? How many of you? I wanted to ask. So, many of you, I think you all believe that we can solve this climate crisis by the recent advancement in science. So the first pillar among these was the burning of fossil fuels. Now this burning of fossil fuels, it can be solved by using the very recent advancement in science. It's known as the carbon capture and storage, the CCS project in short. Now this carbon capture and storage has a specific ability to capture the carbon dioxide gases in the atmosphere and store them underground permanently. Now this stored carbon can you can convert this for bioenergy, and you can use it to fuel your factories for the production of goods and manufacturing any kind of products. by using this project, which is known as the CCS project. According to the European research team, it has shown that 45 million tons of CO2 is being recycled every year by using this technology, and by doing this, nearly 10 million passenger cars which would have emitted this carbon, we are storing it for the production of carbon in a more sustainable way. The second one was using conventional transportation. Now, conventional transportation, as we all know, this conventional transportation produces carbon dioxide gases and nitrous oxide gases, which causes specifically greenhouse gases. So, we can solve this problem by using what we call in science the hydrogen cycle. Now, in this hydrogen cycle, we use non-conventional or the renewable sources for the production of hydrogen, and then we use specialized engines for using this hydrogen gas to power our cars or any other automobiles that we have. Even we use this technology for propelling our rockets to space. So in this way we can just solve the conventional transportation problem. While the third pillar that I had told all of you, it was about the cutting down of forest. Now see, we all need area for us to live. So that's a very simple thing. So that's why it's not that we are cutting down forest like we wanted one day and we are cutting down forest. It's not that. We wanted the area for buildings and other infrastructures like that. Now, how can we solve this problem? We can solve this problem by using the very research that won the Nobel Prize in 2020 in the field of chemistry. It was about the CRISPR-Cas9 technology. Now, this CRISPR-Cas9 technology has a specific ability to alter DNA sequencing code of the plants, and these codes can, when being altered, it can make up plants a hybrid species of its own self, and it has been shown by the recent studies that this hybrid plant can absorb more carbon dioxide gases than any other normal plant. So in the research we have seen that like any one normal plant which can take around, I think, 1 ton of carbon dioxide the whole year, that one plant can take around 5 tons of carbon dioxide. So it can replace 5 plants with that one hybrid plant. Even the University of Kyle has shown that tomato and the kiwi varieties of plants make them more resistant to saline lands, which has not been shown previously. The fourth among this category was plastic pollution, as I said. So plastic pollution, see, we all need plastic for our daily activities, because we are using plastic for millions of years. So we just need it. But how can we solve this problem? See, the plastic pollution, which are non-biodegradable plastic, we can solve this by using biodegradable plastic. Now, these are also called as the bioplastic. It was one such invention that I did in India. So this plastic has a specific ability to degrade in the soil with a very less time interval. It's been mostly produced from starch-based products of plants. Now, this plastics does not have that thing that when heat and sunlight, it does not produce any kind of greenhouse gases like any such other petroleum-based plastic does. So in that way, we can also use plastics while it can also be degraded. So the plastic pollution can be solved. But and before I end this talk, I would like to say that even artificial intelligence can help in climate modeling, because we have seen that artificial intelligence makes more accurate predictions, and it helps to assess more risk accurately, like any other normal human being could not have done that. So we are able to know that in one area about how much pollution is being done, and then we can use these implications of all these 4 pillars strategies to solve that problem in the area. And today, as we discuss all these global scientific frontiers, it's also crucial to understand that these subjects are ongoing of research, and together through investment in research and development, we can turn the tide on the climate crisis. Let us embrace these solutions with optimism. knowing that our actions of today will shape the world for generations to come. Thank you.